to make this.
Okay, hello everybody. First thing I have to do is I gotta check audio. This is really interesting how this is going. Okay, audio's good. I'm down to, I've got a camera set up behind me right over here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Right up there, right there. You see my hand. I don't have any lights on because I'm not sure how it will affect this. I just want to capture the screen that's in front of me and the data screen off to the side. I do have it's my DSLR camera, and this is probably going to be choppy, but I do have over here Windows 10 running, the streaming machine. So hopefully that'll come back a little bit. And the way that I've got this right now is, hello Rick. Rick Lakes joins us in chat. Good to see Rick. I know he had friends over last night. I've got the chair lowered so you don't see the back of my head. So on this monitor I've got a lot of things running. Right now I've got the live stream running. I can also bring up OBS to see how things are going in there if need be, but I don't see the need for that, so I'm going to minimize that. Over here I've got DaVinci running. I may bring this over to here and flip-flop OBS back over to there, but this is Mrs. K's channel giving me watch hours. She's already given me a thumbs up. John Williams, hello John. I should not sound any different than I do on the nightly stream. As far as I know, I am still using the, you know what, let's just see what's going on here. So I'm going to bring up OBS here, and I'm going to go look at the microphone. Not turn it off. Actually, I want zoom. So you can see why I profess to have many monitors. I mean, this is a good example of how many monitors would actually help me out like you would not believe. So I'm gonna go find that. That's a live stream. I give her watch hours. She's done tremendous things for my channel as far as subscribers go, or bananas. So I'm trying to find Zoom right now, and I know Zoom is in here somewhere. When I had 4 monitors, I could move things around and not have any issues whatsoever. Okay, there is Zoom. Somehow it got minimized. So now I'm practically sitting in the same spot I always do. Let me see which, it's using the Yeti, so that's good. I'll make a slight adjustment to the microphone and hopefully that gets better. I don't want to end the meeting for all. What I do want to do is just leave that running, and then I think I want to bring this back over. Oh, doggone it. I have mouse problems still. I don't understand. I want to bring that back over to there. I want to bring Mrs. K up over here just to see what that looks like. Go ahead and make her full screen on that monitor. Me, off of this camera right in front of me up here, is Zoom. I've got Zoom running, locked, so that there's not a lot of interruptions. I just wanted to, I want to test this or not. You sound like I'm in a cave. I don't know how it sounds now. Maybe if I scooted a little bit closer to the microphone, that would be better. But I think what I want to do is I want to go ahead and revert this back. Oh, by the way, I already broke a tripod today. Wasn't paying any attention to what I was doing, and it fell over. And when it fell over, it broke the thing that holds the camera on it. Now, I'm going to have to go into OBS and make an adjustment because, well, that looks okay. So let's get going on this. The other 2 monitors I had, and you can see my head a little bit right there. I'm going to shrink down in the chair so you don't see it. And you might see it a little bit because I can't shrink no more. I'm going to bring up the DaVinci Resolve, and I'm also going to start DaVinci over here. While that's running, I'm going to start this over there on that monitor, because everything I'm going to use is going to come out of this folder right here, Chattanooga Trip 24. I'm then going to every now and then glance back over at the other machine, and I got it on the big machine so I can see it. Now I don't know where DaVinci opened up, probably over here. I figured as much. It seems to do that quite a bit. And I'm going to do an untitled project. And I'm going to start bringing some media in. So I'm going to open, actually I'm not going to open up the media pool. I'm going to open up my phone folder. And I know the picture that I want to use, which is this one right here. So I'm going to drag it over to DaVinci. Instant. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that was instant. Now, I have an issue right now with watching chat because, well, it's just an issue. 4 people are watching. Hello. So, for now, I'm going to close the media pool. I'm going to Alt, drag, and make an exact copy of that. If I drag that away, it's the exact copy. And it looks like I need to adjust the camera a little bit. It doesn't look like you're seeing all of the main screen here at all. No, you're not. And that, I want the focus to be on the main screen, not on the little screen. The little screen's just data. Mrs. K brought my breakfast in just as I was starting. So making a slight adjustment. Okay, that's a little bit better. But now I need to go into OBS and I need to shrink back down again, whatever you want to call it. I need to go to the camera setting, which is zoom. I need to unlock it. And I need to make myself smaller. Then I'm going to relock it and go from there. Great guy, he's just now getting up Saturday morning, having his first cup of coffee at noon. All right, it's cool. Then we're going to go back to DaVinci. All right, so I've made an exact copy. I don't think I can zoom this at all. I was playing around with it earlier. Yeah, there's not much difference. In fact, that's, you know what, maybe I can. Maybe if I give it time to respond. So let me move. Okay, that's not good. Let's bring it right to, that's all the way zoomed, but then it zooms back out. Let's go. Be nice if I understood how this camera worked, huh? Yeah, I probably do sound like I'm in a cave now. So I'm going to try to just focus on that monitor. Then you can see in zoom what I'm doing. I'm reaching up here and trying to adjust this camera. So that's not what I want, although you see the other monitor. Let's go all the way that way. All right, that's good. I like that. And then I'm going to move this over here a little bit this way. And I think that'll work. Little high. Live, unrestricted, unpracticed, and a debacle. What else could I do to make this any worse? There we go. Now we can see. That looks pretty good right there. I'm going to lock that right there because now you can see the timeline. You can see what's going on. And I think, well, I don't think, I know, I'm actually going to raise my chair so that I'm comfortable, set it at an angle, and I'm going to go back over to OBS And I'm going to change the camera again. I may turn the camera completely off. It's imperative that you be able to see everything. So I'm going to go about right there. That doesn't look too bad. I got a bad feeling though when I turn around to look at the main screen. Oh, cool. You don't see me in the main screen there. All right. So, Greg guy, hello, Greg. You doing more? Yeah. No, not changing the studio at all. I'm actually, I've got Windows 11 running. I've got Windows 10 running. I'm watching the project we did last night. I'm going to duplicate over here just to see. There's the, you can verify that's Windows 11 right there. I'm reduplicating this. So let's get into it and get the show on the road. I got an hour and 22 minutes before Doug, and I hope to not go near that long. Again, I can't monitor this like normal. I did make the comment earlier that you see the necessity for more screens. I could probably put 4 monitors on each computer somehow if I could ever figure it out, and I'd be good to go. Let's go to the copy, bring our playhead over to the copy. It's the same thing. We're going to go into the color tab, and one of my biggest complaints is you can move this left and right, but you cannot move it up and down, and I do not like that. You can scroll here, which I'm going to do, but you used to be able to move it up and down. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this node by right-clicking, add a node, and I'm going to add a serial node. And I'm going to go into that node, and I'm going to right-click. I'm going to add another serial node. And then one more time. I think I need 3 total, if I remember right. And add a serial node. Now, there we go. There is that. Now, I don't think I can move this. No, I can't. It's kind of stuck there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mask Mrs. K out. Yes, Da Vinci again, Greg. Yes, Da Vinci again. Now, you know what? I can check my audio. There'll be a little echo. You know what? I can check my audio. There'll be a little echo. You know what? All right, audio's okay. Hopefully John's still here, and hopefully the audio is getting better. So I'm going to mask out Mrs. K, this chair, and this table and that chair. So I want to click on this node, and I want to come over here, and the first thing I want to do is I want to mask Mrs. K out. And I'm pretty sure that'll get her right there. Now you can't tell it because I need to add an alpha output. Now to verify that that one's good, I can take this and connect it, I think. And yes, Mrs. K is good to go. And again, I will check this from time to time. It's going to be really rough. I don't need to get it perfectly fine this go around. So I'm good with that. So I'm going to disconnect that for now. Now I'm going to go into this node, and I'm going to try to grab this table. I'm using the scroll wheel to zoom in, and I'm pressing it down and moving it left and right. Now I want this table, so I'm going to grab the table here. I only want the table, and then I want the leg. Well, it's kind of fun to do. I want the legs. I'm not too concerned if this bleeds any, because you'll see why in a minute. And to verify it, I'm going to grab again the alpha node, run it over there. And I got both. I'm going to leave that exactly like that. I'm not going to cut anything out. I got this done. What took 3 nodes maybe last night, maybe done in 2 nodes. So that's good. Now I've got to go back. I don't understand this. I'll demonstrate why I've got to go back in a minute. We're going to leave everything as is, and we're going to go back to the edit page. Then when we look at this, oh, it didn't take. Now it didn't take because I got to go back to the color tab, and I got to take this alpha node and connect it to this alpha node right here, And then I got to take this alpha node and connect it to that alpha node right there. And now if we go back to the edit page, that's what it looks like. Not to fret, not to worry. I'm going to bring this back over here and we're good to go. But you're saying, wait, you're asking yourselves, Ken, I just watched you mask her out. I did. And you'll also notice, unless it's there, this is why I've got to go back. If I were to hit play, it's not going to take. I don't understand it. I just know I have to go back into here. I have to go into each individual mask and I have to track them. As you can see, it's running 43 frames per second to 15 second. It took about 8 seconds to mask that out. Then I want to go into this one or track it. I want to do the same thing. This one's going to take a little longer for some reason. It might be getting Mrs. K as well. I don't know. It shouldn't be. But that, if it is, cool. If it's not, cool. I know I can do this because I completed a project while on Zoom last night. And that one's done. So now we're going to bring the playhead back to the beginning. It doesn't make any difference, but we'll go back to the edit page. Now when we scrub through this, it stays, okay? And again, please bear in mind, this is just a test today to see what's going to happen. Okay, so the whole goal of this is to replace the panes that have reflections in it, which is this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So what we need to do, or what I need to do, what I have to do, is I have to come in here and left mouse click, mark those, right click, new fusion clip. That combines those into one fusion clip. With that highlighted, I can go to the fusion page, and there it is. This is what I just did right here. I'm going to move this over. Hopefully you can see it. I'm going to bring the background over here because I'm going to move them. They're in my way. I'm going to grab these and just put them over here, completely out of sight, out of mind, because they are really, at this point in time, not needed. Now, you're seeing that. If I click number 1 here, it's the zoom. Let me see if now this scroll, this zoom's so weird. So if I bring this up, there's Mrs. K. I don't need this thing to be even on, but that's the mask. We don't want to work with that. We just want to verify the mask is good. So I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to I'm going to leave the media pool. I'm going to go to one viewer, and this is good. So on this one here, if I were to bring up the second viewer, I'm on the right picture. Back to one viewer. I want to highlight it. I want to hit shift space, and I want a planar tracker. So PLA brings up planar tracker. Highlight, add. I'm going to bring this over here. You'll see why in a minute. We're going to change the operation mode from track to corner pin. We're going to bring this down a little bit and expand this out. We'll do an easy one first. We'll do this one right here. We're going to get rid of this pane of reflection. And I've given some thought on, am I doing in an injustice or desecration, I think that's the word I want, to this photo, excuse me. And I don't think so. And I've got an idea of how I can actually show both pictures at the same time. But that's down the road a little bit. Again, I know I said this is going to be hastily done, but I don't want it to be totally sloppy. Looks like we got 4 people watching. So now what I want to do is I want to put something in that space. I want to cover up that reflection. So I'm going to go over here to the monitor you can't see. You know what? Let's go with, this is a coffee shop. Let's drag in a picture of coffee. And I'm going to hit F2, and I'm going to rename this inside coffee shop. And you'll see it change the note inside coffee. Now I'm going to grab the output and I'm going to put it in here. And it didn't work. There it is. It's a little slow. There it is. Now, I know the aspect ratio is off. I understand that. I need to go in and figure all that out. That's later down the road. So how do I do all 7 of these? Well, I go back to the planar tracker. I go add a corner pin. I grab the corners and put them exactly where I want them. And I repeat the process 7 times. It's very, very simple. I was going about this so very, very wrong earlier that I was just not happy about it. Now we got F2 rename. This is going to be Mrs. K1. Indication there may be more than one Mrs. K. We're going to plug it in and it'll do its thing, and right there it is. That doesn't look too bad. All right, I know somebody out there is yelling and screaming and saying, but Ken, I want to see you put something in these 3 panes and it not be covered up by Mrs. K, the table, and the chair. All right, back to planar tracker. We'll add a corner pin. And I'm sure there's probably a different way of doing this. This is just how I do it. This is what I'm comfortable with. This is what I basically understand. So why wouldn't I use this? But if you do know, if you're a Da Vinci person and you do know a different way of doing this, by all means, make a comment, send me an email, kstoutz00m@gmail.com, and let me know, because I'm all about working smarter, not harder. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and add another corner pin. We're just going to put this one right here. You just basically grab the boxes and move the corners where you want them. Now this one gets a little tricky because I can't see the bottom of the pane of the glass. And this one looks to be a little off. Again, I know they're going to be off. I just want to show the difference of how fast this machine is compared to the other one. We're going to add one more, and we're going to put it right here. And then I'm just going to go grab 3 real quick pictures, throw them in there, and hopefully, with a little bit of luck, this will do what it's supposed to do. Now here's the weird thing. I have OBS running and Da Vinci running. I haven't even looked at it. Right now I'm looking at OBS. I'm doing all this from memory. That, my friends, is a very scary thing. So I'm going to bring the media over, make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to drag it over here. And let's drag me down there. I need 3. There's 1. I try to get something that might work. There's 2. And I got to figure out what I just did. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I want this one. Yes. For some reason it jumped back and put it back over there. I'm not sure why. And let's grab... videos work. It's just weird. So I'll grab a video and put it right there. Then we'll put this back over here. Got another ad. Hopefully nobody's getting ads but me. I'm not necessarily needing to... Well, I will rename this. So F2 video 1. Okay. Put this up there. That's me. So take that out of there. Rename that. F2 me. Original. Put that up there. Me again. Oh, this is both of us. So I'm going to F2 and rename that Mr. and Mrs. K. Now, we're just going to plug these in. I got to end this. Oh, no, I skipped the thing. Wow, you're not seeing the screen, but hopefully I'll fix that in a minute. I don't need the media pool open now. So I'm going to plug these in. I'm plugging in that one and DaVinci. I went through my mind and said zoom. I went through my mind and said OBS, and then I realized it's DaVinci. Now you can't see it because media 2 or media out. There we go. Now you should be able to see something. Yeah, a little something. So that doesn't look too bad actually. And the 7th one, actually there's going to be 8. There is a surprise one coming up. So this looks good in Fusion. It looks like I need to do a little adjustment in there, but you can see they're all in the background. You can still see the chairs. You can still see the pictures. Let's check it out over in the edit page where it counts. And again, I go in there and do a little bit better job of masking Mrs. K out, and this is perfect. They're all stills, but they're not. I have a video in there, so if I hit play, first thing I want to do is come up here to render, and I want it to be smart. It will render it a little faster. You can see the blue line starting there. Got some stuff going on, but trust me when I tell you, on the old machine, this thing would not have even started turning blue yet. And it's not blue on the YouTube, it's kind of purple, but it's done. It's rendered. That gave me a chance to get a bite of food. Now we'll hit play. You can see the video playing in the background. I could put videos in all these. I'd have to go in and make some adjustments to the videos because as you can see, I'm not centered. But that's it. That's done. For the most part, that is done. Go back to Fusion. Bring this over here. Go back to the tracker. Add a corner pin. This corner pin is going to go here. Doesn't matter where it's at off the screen at all. But what I do want is I want it to be halfway right. I don't want it to be horrible. I think I need it right there. And then I need the lines to be relatively straight. So that's that. I'm going to go grab one more last picture, which I believe I did put in this folder. Oh no, I put it in Lorna's phone folder actually. And I'm going to grab the picture, drag it over here. I'm going to rename it Zoom Homies. Done. I'm going to plug it in to the planar tracker, and just like that, it's done. Go back to the edit page. And there you go. Oh, wait, did I not put a picture in there? I thought I did. I thought for sure I put a picture in there. Go back to Zoom. I did put a picture in there. Why is that not showing up? Huh. Interesting. There it is. It's re-rendering. I guess it hadn't rendered out to that point yet. Well, I'm glad 4 people have stuck around. I know this is boring to a lot of people. I find this fascinating. I find it so cool what you can do. And I do have an idea for this billboard. That's about the only other thing I want to put something on is this billboard. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and jump back over into Fusion, and we'll bring the billboard down. I'm going to go to the planar tracker. I'm going to add my last corner pin. Now there should be okay, something's not right because there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be 7 corner pins. Somehow I lost a corner pin. We'll deal with that in a minute. I'm not sure what happened with that corner pin because the picture was there. Nope, it's gone now. And that's going to, every time you leave and come back, it's going to re-render. But again, mere seconds. I don't need it to do anything just yet. I need to be in here. I will figure that out here shortly. And then I'm going to go back to the tracker. I'm going to click on number 7. And I'm going to bring it up here. Once again, it doesn't matter. And these are fun. These are fun because you're blind, sort of, kind of trying to get this right. Now I could go in and mask out that railing of, I could go in and mask that out. I'm not going to. I don't really care what that looks like. Now I don't have the photograph I want to use, or the picture I want to use in there. So I'm just going to grab a picture for now. I'm just going to put something in there so that there is something there. And I think I'm going to use the backdrop of Chattanooga from Lookout Mountain for now. I'm going to plug it in, and there it is. Now I am confused and concerned and worried about where did the picture, that's me. So now it's there. Huh. I'm going to take that away. It's connected. I'm just trying something out with the pipes here. I think this is kind of cool. You can change it by going in here, going to options, going down to this one, clicking on it. Then you have, as you see, it worked really well. Going to here, go to direct pipes, and then you get this mess. I just like the other ones for now. Kind of messing around with them, checking them out. I like those. All right, so my picture is back. We're going to go ahead and jump back to the edit page. And we're going to zoom this down. And there we go. Look at that. Nope, I'm still gone. Why am I gone? I'll let it render out. It's not rendered. I'm going to let that render and see if, I think that's what it is. It just needs to render that picture back into where it needs to be. At least I'm hoping that's what it is. And apparently that's not what it is because I don't see it. Interesting. Go back to the tracker. Did I forget? No, I tracked it. No, I did not track that out. I am wrong. I did not track that out. So let's track that out real quick. No wonder it's not showing up. Surprised somebody didn't put something in chat saying, you forgot to track that out. It's a simple process. And I'll fix it later. And once again, I need a vertical picture. Let's go with this one. I think this one's kind of funny. Put it right there. Plug it in, and instantly it shows up. Go back over here, let it render itself out. I could get fancy, and I could put a caption on the billboard up there. It says Lookout Mountain. View from Lookout Mountain or something to that effect. I'm not going to. I could. I believe it's pretty simple. And when I say pretty simple, I think it's as easy as going to the effects, going to titles, grabbing a text title, coming in here, and view from Lookout Mountain. Is it MTN? Yeah, let's just go with MTN. And then I'm going to turn on a little gizmo to move it. I'm gonna move it up here. Turn off the little gizmo to move it. Obviously that's just way too big, so we're gonna bring the size down. I'm gonna turn the little gizmo back on. We're going to rotate the text to fit the billboard angle, and I'm just eyeballing this. I'll turn the little gizmo off. I still think it's a little big. We can do this. Now here's what you can do. Watch this nonsense. This is what I can do. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to go ahead and make this just like a really bright color, maybe black even. Now I'll go with blue. I kind of like that blue. I think that'll do it. So, didn't change. Why didn't that change? Really? Oh, it didn't change because when it's black, it puts the slider all the way down. I want that like that. Cool. That's the color I want. I'm going to bring the size down just a little bit more. I'm going to go with 265. I'm going to turn on my gizmo to move it. I'm going to move it straight up to there and turn off the gizmo. Go to the beginning of this, and this will be interactive, obviously, because it's got video, and I'm about to animate that right there. So I'm going to go into layout, and no, I don't need, I do this from here. I'm going to go into size. I'm going to remember 0263. I'm going to take the size all the way down to here and set a keyframe. Then I'm going to go to the end, and I'm going to go back in. I always do this. I want to make sure I get it where I want it. And then I'm going to take the size to 0.0263, hit enter. Then when I go back to the beginning and we play this, what it should do, if it's rendered, is that's going to zoom in and say, view from Lookout Mountain. And there you go. So I took a picture that had a lot of reflections in it. I covered up all the reflections. Oh, we got a problem, Houston. Why do we have this not working now all of a sudden? It's because now it works here. Oh, I know why. I made changes. I actually have to go back into the color tab. I have to bring this one over, and I have to retrack all those things that I did. But I can't do that because it's in a Fusion clip already. That worked earlier, but now it's not working. Oh, you know what? By making it a video, that's what's screwing it up. I shouldn't have done that. I like this. I think I can change the video, which I believe is just the one right there. I think I can change that one, and I do believe it might fix it. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm also watching the time. I don't want this to be a long, drawn-out 2-hour Saturday thing like Doug does. Get that out of the way because I don't want that. I want this to be here. And then we're going to get this up out of there so I can figure out that is number, that was number 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be corner pin number 5. Of course not. That was not corner pin number 5. They all look connected too. Oh no, Mrs. K is not connected. So is this 5? Yeah, that's 5. Okay, I know which one it is. It's this one right here. Nope. Damn, gone it. I'm batting 1,000. All right. Nobody's telling me what it is in chat. It's not Zoom Homies. It's not the inside of the coffee shop. It's a video. So why am I not seeing this video? Because it's in there, showing up. There it is. No, I don't think that's it. What? No, that's not it. That's not a video. Oh, live streams, aren't they fun? All right, I found it. Video 1. Well, that's real smart. Should have known that. It's a doggone video. And again, just for now, let's drag this one in here. Since I don't want a video in there, I think that's the issue. I'm going to get rid of that. Just plug this in. It'll put it in that same spot. Yeah, actually it did not, but that's fine. As long as all 7 slots are covered, then we're good. They all appear to be covered. Go back to the edit page. I have an ad. And let's see what happens now when we bring this over here. Man, I hope this works. Nope. I've got to go back and figure out. I did it last night. There's something that I've done that I've added to it that's causing that. Oh, wait, that was not it. I want that to be up there. Oh, I changed them around. But that's not going to have any bearing on what's going on. Oh, you're good, Jeff. I'm getting ready to end it. I'm just repeating basically what I did last night. And I do have it. You'll see it tonight from the other machine. I will get this fixed. I'm going to go ahead and end this. This has been about 40 minutes. You can see the fastest, I mean, you can just see how amazing, blazing fast this is. Compared to the old machine. The old machine, I'd still be doing some tracking and everything else. It's just, it's not good. And I'm 99% sure that I cannot go in there and retract this at all. I wished I could. I can't. I know that's the track. If I plug this into 1, why is that not showing? Oh wait, wrong one. No, that's the right one. It's media 2. Media 1, media 2 are what I want. There it is. Got to be on the right one. So I don't think I can take this into the color tab. I don't think. Yeah, see, I cannot. I kind of knew that I couldn't. So when I do this, I got to make sure I use the right stuff and get everything done the right time. But this is okay. This will work. And then what I can do too is I'll go in there and switch this picture and that picture because I want that up there on the billboard. Because if I play this right now, if I put the text back over there, then it says live from Lookout Mountain, and obviously that's not Lookout Mountain. So I just got to go in and make some cosmetic adjustments. All right, no problem, Jeff. I'm getting ready to end anyway. It's coming up on the quarter after, so this will be about 45 minutes. I want to thank everybody for being here. Rick Lakes, so good to see you. John Williams, as always. Great guy. Thank you for putting up with Da Vinci if you're still here. And Jeff Ryman out of Las Vegas. I will see all of you gentlemen on Doug Stream this afternoon in about 45 minutes. I'm hitting the stop button now, and we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching. Oh, cool. Look, I'm waving. I make a shadow. Okay, so this right here, this is a little bunny rabbit. I mean, right here, this is a little bit. I'm not right in the head. Bye, guys.